Alright ladies, this is for you. Now I've just spent all morning writing up the new training programs and diets, and when hearing on a daily basis women that are confused and frustrated, not being able to lose the unwanted weight, not being able to burn off that stubborn hard to lose weight, and really if you've been following the traditional diet, the eat less and move more, you've been trying to count the calories and you haven't been able to lose the weight, maybe you've lost the weight and it's crept back on, maybe you're finding that you can't eat the things that you used to before, or maybe you've just hit a weight loss plateau and you can't break through it. This is what I want to walk you through right now, the 5 simple steps that we've broken down into that really is the female fat loss formula. But this really comes down to understanding, especially for stubborn fat, that you've got alpha and beta adrenoreceptors. Now, understanding that your beta receptors are kind of like the speeding up mechanism for your fat loss, and the alpha receptors are kind of the brakes to your fat loss. Now, what happens is an understanding, and also why if you're following a plan that doesn't take into account your hormones, you're really doomed, because let's say, for example, your estrogen can actually upregulate alpha receptors, which can start slowing the fat loss process down. But what we also need to understand is the relationship and balance between your hormones as well. Now, this is why it's so important, especially when it comes to your alpha and beta receptors. How do we actually upregulate your beta receptors, which I'm going to walk you through, and how do we start to avoid and downregulate your alpha receptors so you're able to accelerate your fat loss. Now, when it comes down to your hormones and the balance of hormones, this is why it's so important to be able to easily have a meal plan that suits you, but is doing the job that it needs to. Also being able to exercise in a smart way, being able to actually take control of and have rebalance of your hormones. Now, we can start with this with stress. This is something I'm seeing on a daily basis where stress is impacting women's ability to lose weight and keep it off as well. Now, when it comes to stress, it's actually the impact upon your brain and actually the cascade of hormones and what can be happening after it starts impacting the brain, especially your HP axis. So this is where it can be affecting things such as your thyroid. It can start slowing down your metabolism. It can be affecting your adrenals by upregulating and producing too many stress hormones and taking away the nutrients because it has to try and do that job. Then it can also be affecting things such as your ovaries, where we have your relationship between estrogen and also progesterone, and how that is going to affect your body's ability to burn body fat. And really the important is there's no need to try and isolate one hormone for the other. We're not going to try and say, okay, estrogen's bad because it's upregulating the alpha receptor. No, that's not the case. We want them all, but we want them in balance at the same time. So let's get straight into this, and we can start with detox and the powerful ability that you can do to naturally help your body's own detox process. And this really comes back to, I just mentioned estrogen and how we want to be able to bring about balance with that. We can help clear the body out with estrogens once it's done its job. But also what we can do to start with is help stop estrogen mimickers, which are xenoestrogens coming into the body, actually increasing your toxic load. So this is simple stuff such as you could be starting to include saunas to help produce a more of a detox process and sweating it out. You can actually be drinking waters that are not in BPA bottles, so BPA free water bottles, or using a stainless steel water bottle can be so good. What about your cosmetics and your makeup, making sure that there are parabens or other chemicals in there that are going to be able to affect you as well. So helping your body detox can start with a really easy way as well of including more fiber, and this is where points 1 and 2 relate so importantly. This is to do with your food and your food choices. You can be including more fiber, which is going to be insoluble and soluble, which can also be fermentable and non-fermentable fibers, making sure that you're actually taking care of your gut health as well. Now, I wasn't actually going to include gut health into this. This could be a 6th point that we could throw there, a little bit of a bonus for you. But this is where your gut health is so important, because this is going to make sure that you're able to actually absorb and assimilate what you're actually eating and putting into your mouth. But you're also going to make sure that your gut microbiome is giving you the effects that it needs to, such things such as proteins, or the actual bacteria isn't leaking into your bloodstream, going through the gut as well. Now, this brings us to point number 2, and this is balancing your blood sugars, and so easily done just by choosing the right foods to start off with. Now, what we can do is tick 3 boxes really easily and quickly with each and every single meal that you have. What we want to be able to do is, first, is the meal nourishing you? Is it actually giving you the nutrients? 2, is it giving you satiety? Is it actually making you satisfied and you're not getting hungry soon after? And 3, is it causing blood sugar balance? Is it not causing a massive spike in insulin and causing a massive crash soon after? And this is what can happen really is if you have a really high carbohydrate meal, it's too high in GI, the insulin index of the meal is too high, so your spike of insulin is absolutely huge, it drops dramatically, then suddenly you're hungry and you're craving foods, you're wanting more energy as well because your blood sugar hasn't been able to balance itself. So this is where actually including more vegetables, having more fibers in your diet is going to help balance your blood sugars as well. Also with your diet, a really important factor that can be so easy is just making sure you eat protein at each meal. Now this can easily be done for vegans and vegetarians, and I'll go into that in an episode just by itself. So do make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on that. But when it comes to protein at each meal, really easily, we just start off with the portion control guide. This was actually something I talked with Dr. Barry Sears about, the author of the Zone Diet, and this was so easy. The way we do it at My Body Blends is simply for females, it's just your palm width of protein on your plate at each meal and making sure that it's obviously a good quality lean protein that you're choosing. Yeah. Then this goes into your training. Step number 3, and this can be just making sure that you're exercising, you're moving, you're training smart, you're not overdoing it. I know so much of the hype these days is all about just go and go as hard as you can. And yes, there is absolute merit to this. But if you're overstressing your body, if you're producing too much of a physiological load that you're not being able to recover from, this can actually be causing you more harm and actually stopping your fat loss efforts as well. So when it comes to training, resistance training is going to be your biggest bang for your buck to start off with. And this is where we start off with 3 to 4 weight training sessions and then including some cardiovascular work that can be separate. This is where something can literally range from walking to high intensity interval training, but then really importantly, understanding that you just need to be able to follow a training plan that is surrounded firstly about what is going to suit you, what's going to suit your schedule, your lifestyle right now, and then what you can do. Absolutely, when you start to train smart, and let's say one really important method is how do we produce more growth hormone? Growth hormone not only is great for the anti-aging purposes, but growth hormone is very powerful for you to be able to burn body fat. And we do this with your weight training or with interval training, a training stimulus that is going to be able to increase your lactic acid. The more lactic acid we start to produce, the more growth hormone your body's going to want to produce thereafter. So we can do this with your weight training just by doing like an upper lower body. You can be doing a squat to then a pull down and having a short rest interval. And it's that short rest interval that's really important because you want to keep moving. But this also means that we get a bigger bang for your buck. You get more done in the actual session, but also what's really important and what's so much better than just going out for a long run each and every single day is that you're going to be able to expend more energy in the long term. So not just say looking in a 30 or a 60 minute window of your training and thinking, okay, I need to try and burn as many calories in this session. We're thinking about how can I burn more calories in 12 hours, in 24 hours, in 36 hours after each session, and having a cumulative effect. So obviously you're being able to progress and compound your fat loss efforts. Now the 4th point is really important. I touched on this really early on in this episode, and that was stress. Stress is something that we need to start having some balance about. And obviously stress management, it's such an ambiguous term these days. But what can you be doing to start bringing about better stress balance? And this is something where we can look at your sleep and a daily practice of either meditating, deep breathing, doing some sort of yoga, doing something that you enjoy as well. So many people are forgetting, like meditation doesn't have to be just sitting on a pillow deep breathing, which is obviously something I actually really highly recommend and I really enjoy myself. But at the same time, if you really love going for walks, go for walks. If you really enjoy painting, drawing, or so many different things can bring about where you're being able to enjoy yourself as well. Really these days when it comes down to it, it's so easy, and I know I've done this a million times, I still have to keep learning this point, is we want to be go the whole time. We're trying to do a million and one things. We've got a to-do list that is far too big and it's just not working for us. So being able to have some stress management can be so easy, but also the nutrition in being able to not have overstressed body. So actual nutrition deficiencies can be causing a stress response and having, just like I said, gut health. If you're not having gut health, health. If you've got issues with your gut, this can be causing inflammation, that then can be causing more of a stress problem with you as well. Which then comes into the fifth and final point, which is making sure that you don't have those nutrition deficiencies, especially when it comes to things that we've already touched on, such as lowering stress, lowering inflammation, allowing your body to do what it needs to do, especially say with its natural detox processes. Things such as fish oil, omega-3s. This is something that's so important. And again, just because I interviewed and talked with Dr. Barry Sears this morning, this was top of mind. This was something that we talked about, was the importance of omega-3s and its relationship to you actually being able to lower inflammation, which is so important, that then it actually gives your body's ability to be able to burn body fat. And it's not about trying to be so complicated with what you need to do. It's not so hard of, okay, I need to be able to get my body to burn body fat, have a hormonal balance, have low stress levels, avoid hunger, avoid cravings, and all these other things. It's a simple process for what you need to be able to do. And this is exactly why I want to give you this episode right now. Now, after fish oil, another really important how to bridge that nutrition gap is the way I kind of name it is. And then after fish oil, a really easy is how can you get a full spectrum of the nutrients, the vitamins, the minerals, the cofactors that your body needs. So when we break it on down, you're going to be able to help your body naturally go through the detox process each day. You're going to feed your body the nutrients, nourish your body, and being able to actually balance out your blood sugar levels. You're going to be training smarter, moving smarter, and getting your body to thrive, being able to burn body fat, but also be healthy and not overstress your body at the same time. And then the fourth point is having stress balance, being able to do something each and every day that's going to bring you back into balance. And then fifth is what can you be doing to bridge the nutrition gap? Where are you not getting the nutrients? What are you not being able to nourish yourself with the foods that you're eating each day? Knowing that it could be testing, it could be finding out simply what you're not getting in, and then being able to fix that really easily as well. And this really comes back to where we started. Your body being able to have better balance with your thyroid, with your adrenals, with your sex hormones such as estrogen and progesterone, bringing about the balance that we've wanted to. So what I want from you right now is to put this into action. Take at least 1 point right now and put it into action. Now, if you have liked this episode, then please click like and share this out. It would mean the world to me because we want to get this information. I want to be able to have the positive impact with people so they can be looking and feeling, and I want you to join this movement as well. That's what we want to be doing with My Body Blends. So thank you so much for being here. It really means a lot, and I'm really looking forward to seeing you in the next episode. Now it's time for you to get the most out of this and comment below. This is where I will personally come in and give you the answers that you need. And as always, the best discussions happen over at mybodyblends.com. This is where I can give you all the guides, programs, and insights that I can't fit in these episodes. Plus the free diets and workouts are there waiting for you now. And if you did like this episode, then be sure to hit subscribe so you never miss an episode and I can send them straight to you. I'm looking forward to seeing you soon here and in the My Body Blends only community.